Hi guys and welcome to the circus. So today we have another CFA fight for you guys. This is me using Gun Salute Dragon, the latest updates, versus Shadow Paladins with Mordred Phantom and Blaster Dark. So the opponent goes first and then rides onto the main, calls another Nemain from hand, and then calls another Nemain from deck. And then passes his turn, and then goes to our turn. We ride onto our Brassy Bunny, the best right target because we get to draw and discard and then ditch our quick shield that easily and then draw another card. We swing for 8k because we don't need to do anything else early game. Swing and then check for a Masquerade Bunny and then check a Sword Breaker onto the opponent's damage zone. Then goes to the opponent's turn. He goes to the grade 2 turn. He rides onto Masquerade, which he uses his skill to look at the top 7, I believe, and search for a Mordred or a Blaster Dark. Now he searches a Mordred Phantom and he gets to add it in his hand, and I don't know what else he will do here. I guess he will just use the mains here in order to fill up the board and then gain more pluses just like that. He uses the main resting and then calling Sword Breaker on the back row, and then uses Sword Breaker skill to CB1 and draw 1. Uses another Masquerade in hand to fetch out either a Blaster Dark or a Mordred Phantom. And what will he search here? Okay, so let's see what he got. Oh, he didn't check anything. Okay, he didn't get anything out of those 7 cards. Okay, so the opponent actually just switched like a the rested Nemain was the one that was retired. So what's happening? I don't know what's happening right now. Why are there interchanging units? Okay, so the opponent swings for 18,000 onto my face. I believe that's 18,000 or 15,000. Okay, so he checks nothing. I check no defensive trigger there, and then swings for 10k. Okay, whatever happens, just swings for 13k. Okay, it's 13k. Okay, so okay, check. Do I guard it? We don't guard anymore, so we just take the damage. Okay, so we check a crit there. Doesn't really matter. Goes to our grade 2 turn, and we are thinking on what to ride here. We are actually thinking on doing a Amaranth and Fast Bright Escaper turn if we can, if you want to, but I forgot. I still don't have a grade 3, so we just we used Masquerade Bunny here to check top 5, fetch a grade 3. Sadly, we don't get a grade 3 right here, so yeah, that's kind of sad, but whatever happens. We'll just get through with the game and then hope that we get our Gun Salute Dragon in a few turns that's coming up. So okay, so we are debating on what to do here. Either just go for multi-attacking early. Okay, we actually just committed a couple of hand cards right now. What? We are actually debating on what to do here. If we use Fast Bright Escaper here, we can multi-attack and hit for amazing numbers, but possibly burn more hand cards in order to get that to that Gun Salute turn. But we are actually thinking on I think we can damage deny here, but we don't need to, I guess, because what you call it? We are in it for a good. We are in it for a strong turn when we reach grade 3, so we don't need to hold back or anything. Okay, so he just takes a damage right there, and then goes for a Mordred Phantom turn. Puts the force marker on the Masquerade, and then uses Nemain once again to call out 1 unit. What will he call? I'm guessing another Sword Breaker to draw another card, or something fun. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, he calls down a Sword Breaker in order to CB1, I believe, and then draw another card. Okay, he gets another card in hand, and okay, he calls down a Marion Spear Dragon in order to Soul Blast 1, and then discard a card from hand, draw a card. Okay, so filter early on because he needs those blaster darks in hand in order to go for that finishing turn. Now he swings with his Vanguard, and we are thinking on guarding, but it's interesting to guard, but okay, we go guarding into 39 for a 2 pass. Okay, so he checks a heal that goes off, by the way, and then gives the power on 2, which will he give it to? Okay, he gives it to the Masquerade, heals a damage, checks another grade 2, and then proceeds to dealing me 2 damage. I think I don't need to guard here. Okay, he swings for 30k once again. Do we guard here or not? I believe we don't need to guard. Okay, so we just take the damage and the opponent's turn, and then goes to our turn. Sadly, we don't get a grade 3, so we need to go for an assist here, revealing our hand cards onto the opponent, and then checking the top 5 cards, hoping for our Gun Salute Dragon. Okay, we checked a Gun Salute Dragon there. Thankfully, now we get to ride him. Okay, now we are thinking on going Axel 1 or Axel 2. With his hand cards right now, Axel 2 wouldn't be that bad, but we're in it for a okay, we just took an Axel 2 instead of an Axel 1 to get another draw. Okay, so we return our hand cards and ditching 2 cards from our hand, and actually we need to think about what to ditch here. Okay, so I think the right target here is a double head unicorn and a Fest Bright Escaper. I actually don't know what did I even ditch here. I forgot. Okay, so okay, so what did I ditch here? Okay, so I removed another tempting hoopster, goes for the Axel 2, and then draw another Masquerade Bunny. That's nice. Okay, so we are going to go for a strong turn here because why not? We have a lot of units that can help us. We call our Masquerade Bunny, and then okay, so do we search another grade 3 here? I actually forgot. Okay, we search a grade 3 if we can. So what am I even doing here? Why am I delaying so much? Okay, so we didn't check a grade 3. We just return everything else and then give our deck a good old shuffle, and then call down our troops, our performers, in order to go for that strong turn. But sadly, our opponent is only at 1 damage, and we need to deal a lot of damage this turn, otherwise we'll get killed next turn. If we can manage to high roll enough, we could probably do it, but if we don't, that's just sad. Okay, we called our Fest Bright Escaper and our Masquerade Bunny. We just moved up the Masquerade Bunny over there, and then goes for the battle phase, swing for 14,000. Onto what? Okay, onto Mordred here, and then intercepts for 5k. Okay, we hit for 16,000 onto the opponent. Okay, he intercepts one more time and then swing for 20k. The opponent, I said no guard. Okay, so he check a crit here, all effects onto Van, and check another Gun Salute Dragon on top of that. We deal the opponent 2 damage. He checks a draw trigger, and then checks a danger lunge. He draws another card, by the way, so he has another shield power. Okay, so we put 2 more cards from our hand into the soul in order to go for that restanding game. I believe that shield, that trigger choice was a bad decision. The fact that I chose to put the shield, the 15k shield, into the soul makes actually just helped me lose the game. Okay, so we put those 2 units into the soul and then restand our Vanguard using our Fest Bright Escaper's skill, soul blasting everything and then calling her out, giving her plus 15,000 till the end of the turn. We swing for another 32,000 onto the opponent's face. Okay, so with 2 drives, by the way, so the opponent thinks on what to do here. If we check a couple more triggers, I think we can probably survive, hoping for a heal or not. We can. Okay, so he guards for a 53 43. Okay, no pass, and he check a critical again and gives it to those fresh bright escaper, and then we swing for 39,000 to crits, and he just uses a PG on top of that. Okay, so that's the end of our turn, I believe, because we can't do anything else. Now he goes for that strong turn here, and then I believe he has a lot of Blaster Darks in hand. He calls a Masquerade again, checks the top 7 cards to fetch a Blaster Dark or a Mordred Phantom if he has one. Okay, so will he check one though? Will he get one? Okay, he fetches a Blaster Dark and then puts everything back to the deck, give it a good old shuffle, and then call a bunch of Blaster Darks in order to produce more force markers and go for game. That's basically the plan here. I don't have that much hand cards, plus we're facing a force deck, so this might be game. This might be literally game, because as you all know, Mordred generates a lot of power just by calling down Blaster Darks multiple times, maybe even overcalling them in order to just produce a lot of force markers for Blaster Dark, and calls another Blaster Dark. He fetches one, two. Okay, he calls two Blaster Darks, retires the other Blaster Dark, and then calls a Marion Spear Dragon. Okay, so he puts 2 more force markers on both sides, so we have a 30k column on both sides, a 35 on the other, and Marion Spear Dragon uses the skill to soul blast and draw a card. Okay, so will he call? Okay, he calls another Masquerade. Wait. Transient Revenger Masquerade. Okay, so it says Masquerade. I thought that was the other one. I thought the other one was the Masquerade. I sorry about that. If I mixed up the names, I'm sorry. Okay, so he called another Blaster Dark. He called I believe 3 Blaster Darks to produce. What? He called 4. Holy crap. Okay, so he called 4 and then made his Blaster Dark into a 50k column with another booster at the back. Would you look at that? Okay, so we swing. He swings for 35,000 onto my face. I don't know what to do here. Maybe I will guard here, because I would just rather take the 50k onto my face, because that's less shield to worry. So I think I need to guard here, which I did. I guess if I did, that would have been the better play. If I did take it, that would have been the worst play. Okay, so looking at this, what will I do? Will I actually receive? Will I actually take this? I believe I guarded this, because that's the best play here. I'm not that dumb, right? Right, Vanilla? You're not that dumb, right? Alright, so we guard here for 10, 25 for 37. Okay, so 10, 25, 37k. That's more than enough. That's just enough, actually. He swings for 55,000. We check a defensive, thankfully, and then give our power to the Vanguard for a 22k body, at least a 22k body. And then this part is where I actually just misplayed a little bit, because it doesn't really matter that it doesn't really affect the game state that much, but I thought the opponent can hit me, because I just have the mindset that every unit on his board can hit me at this moment. So I forgot that he is only on an 18k, so meaning if he doesn't check a trigger, nothing won't hit. Nothing will hit. Nothing will hit. We're just hoping that he doesn't check a single trigger here in order for us to survive. But looking at the game state right now, oh shoot. Okay. So he didn't check a trigger, meaning we didn't. I actually checked a trigger here, which is a misplay of mine, a misclick of mine. So since I know the top card already, I needed to guard this card. I needed to guard these two more blaster darks, huge blaster darks. So 50k again, and then we are going to 52. That's just enough shield. He swings for another 80,000. Like, what the flick is that? Let's see. We have 27, 32, and then another 42, and then 72. we lack 10k shield that way, so we already know our top card. So, and yeah, that was a really fun game, and I'll see you next time.